So YouTube, I went to 10-cent day at the library sale, and all I got was this giant bag of awesomeness. Stay tuned, this is going to be great. And then this is the point where I would roll the really loud intro music and all the flashy graphics and all that fun stuff. But now we don't do that around here. So yeah, if you missed the last episode, last video I released about the library sale, my county here in Florida, Alachua County, has one of the largest of its kind for a library type sale. They take donations throughout the year, and they have sales twice a year, and it's a really huge event. People come in from out of state, lots of dealers and lots of collectors, and it's just a really fun event, huge event. And I've always found some great stuff there. And in the last video, I showed you some of my finds from the first day. All these finds are from the last day of the sale, the very last day of the sale on Wednesday. The sale starts on Saturday and runs through Wednesday. And everything on Wednesday is 10 cents a piece. No matter what it is, it's 10 cents. So it's a pretty fun day. I took the afternoon off of work to go to the last day of the sale because it happens to open up at lunchtime anyway. So I was really happy to find some awesome stuff, and I want to share that with you here in the video. We'll start off with the vinyl LPs. I was charged around $82. I think I counted, and I got a little over 95 items. So actually got some for free. Pretty hectic when you're checking out. They're just kind of quickly trying to count things. But yeah, a little over $8 I spent for all this stuff. This first one's sort of a blind buy. It looks kind of like a folky kind of group, but it's in German. So I don't know if they're from Germany or not. Christopher and Michael with V.D. Vogeltun. V.D. Vogeltun. I thought that has an interesting look. I want to check it out. It's 10 cents. If I hate it, it's not a huge loss. Then I got, this is a pretty cool one. I see this one around here and there, but this is just super clean. And I thought, sure, for a dime, I will grab it. Hold on, Hermit's soundtrack. Yeah, really, just a really super clean copy of that. So I thought, what the heck, we're going to go ahead and grab that. I do enjoy some organ music, and this one was still sealed, and I thought, yeah, it's on the RCA Red Seal label. This is Virgil Fox with Heavy Organ at Carnegie Hall. So should be some pretty intense organ music on here, and I'm looking forward to hearing it. Still brand new, factory sealed. I thought for a dime, I will surely check that out. And along the same lines, this one has a really cool cover on it. Virgil Fox, the Bach Book. And then I am always on the lookout for Mercury Living Presence classical releases. Found a copy of Tchaikovsky's The Nutcracker Suite by Antal Dorati and the London Symphony Orchestra. This is a 2 LP set. So yeah, Mercury Living Presence, always really good stuff as far as classical recordings. So I do enjoy collecting those. Picking those up for a while. Picked up a Vangelis on the first day of the sale, and I picked up a Vangelis on the last day of the sale as well. And this one is one I do already have on vinyl, but for 10 cents, I couldn't leave it behind. Opera Sauvage. Vangelis. I figured, if I need a replacement copy or whatever, they're both good, and I want to give one away or sell one or whatever, I can do that. So that was a fun pickup. This one was also sealed, and I thought, I see this all the time. I've never actually listened to it. Let's just grab it. It's brand new, factory sealed, and that's Judy Collins with this is Judy Collins with Hard Times for Lovers. And I never looked at the back of this, but okay, that's a pretty risque kind of cover. This was cool. I don't know why I didn't see this on the first day. It's possible it got put out later. This is something it's been on my wish list. I had a Japanese copy of it that's pretty rough. but I wanted a nice living stereo copy, and this is a really clean, nice living stereo copy of Harry Belafonte's Swing That Hammer. So yeah, as I said, I did have a Japanese copy of this already, but I wanted a nicer copy and a US living stereo copy, and here it is. So yeah, very cool to find this. I would have bought this on the first day if I'd seen it, but for some reason I didn't see that, so awesome to find it for 10 cents. Here was a fun one. I've collected some of the Roach's albums before. This is Maggie and Terry Roach. Seductive Reasoning is the title of this one. They're a folk duo. Have not heard this album from them before, so I thought that one would be a fun one to check out. This next one is pretty fun. Actually, I am wearing my Helen, Georgia hoodie because we spent couple days there on our summer vacation this year, and I kind of fell in love with the Helen, Georgia. If you're unfamiliar with Helen, Georgia, it's a Bavarian themed town in the northern part of Georgia in the Appalachian Mountains, and it's just crazy. Like all the buildings, you drive into town and it suddenly all the buildings have that gingerbread German style to them. And, there's German restaurants there, and they have, Oktoberfest, and they have Christmas markets. And at first it seems like just this crazy thing. And, I stumbled across that town back in the early 2000s, close to 20 years ago when I was on vacation, just driving through, and I had never heard of it before. And so I was like, what the hell? Where am I? And it's just a wild place. Maybe I'll roll in some of the photos I took from there this summer while we were there. It's a cool place, definitely worth visiting, and it was a fun place to kind of make a home base for the Appalachian Mountains, Southern Appalachians kind of area. Lots of waterfalls and hiking and stuff in that area to do. So that was fun. So I found this at the library sale. This is another one I would have bought the first day if I had seen it, but this is a Welcome to Helen, Georgia, the Alpine Village. And it's just some promotional item from the local realty company. And it kind of started as a way, the idea of theming the town and doing all that kind of started as a way to drive people drive people who are looking for maybe a vacation home, who happen to live in the Atlanta area maybe, or somewhere in Tennessee or whatever, and give them kind of a vacation home in the mountains kind of thing. But yeah, it's a fun place, and I had a really enjoyable visit there, and it was really cool to find this record. So this is kind of a bit of a nostalgic thing for me. That was a fun find. This one I've been meaning to pick up. I've just been waiting for the right time, and there it was on 10-cent day, and I thought, well, now is the right time. The Mason Williams phonograph record. You find this in thrift stores all the time. It's got classical gas on it. That's what it's known for. But it'll be fun to hear this on vinyl in its complete entirety. And I thought, what the heck, we're going to go ahead and grab it. Nice clean copy, still in shrink. So I grabbed that one. Got another Mercury Living Presence. This is one I do already have, but for 10 cents, I was not going to leave another one behind. This is Scheherazade. Nice stereo Mercury Living Presence copy of that. Pretty dirty, but I think this one will clean up nicely. Glad to have found that one. Got two more records to get through, and then we're going to do the CDs. Lots and lots of CDs. This was a cool one. Paul Horn, Inside the Great Pyramid. I guess this is a follow-up to just the record. I believe it's just called Inside. Yeah, nice gatefold 2 LP set of this. Hadn't seen this one before. Direct Metal Master. This is a German pressing as well, so really cool. I don't know totally what this release is. Maybe this is the original recording plus some more. I don't know exactly the story behind this, but Yeah, Paul Horn is pretty enjoyable, and nice German pressing for 10 cents. Sure. And this last LP was a killer find. This was, somebody had hidden this. First off, the records are kind of in a certain area. They have crates on tables, and then underneath the tables there's also some other crates. And typically underneath the tables, the crates are mostly all classical stuff, because they do have a lot of classical. And somebody had hidden this record down in the classical, and I'm guessing they had done it pretty early on in the sale, because I don't see this lasting for very long. It was originally marked at $3.50, even though I paid 10 cents for it. But Brian Eno, Music for Airports, Volume 1, the ambient series that he did. Oh, wow. And this is super, super clean. This is near mint. Really, really clean vinyl, clean cover. I was just floored when I found this, and I started digging through every single bin, just making sure there wasn't anything else hidden that I hadn't seen before. Yeah, I was so happy to find this. Very, very happy. I do have this on CD, but it's something I want to have on vinyl, and I was able to find it. So awesome find. Probably my favorite vinyl find, or probably my favorite find from the library sale completely. From all days, all finds, all formats. That was definitely a killer find. Made my day. All right, so now I'm going to start digging out the CDs here. We've got a lot to get through, so I'll probably move pretty quickly here. We've got the Allman Brothers Band with Where It All Begins. I got Lindsay Lohan with Speak. We've got Jet with Shine On. Augustana, All the Stars and Boulevards. Dead or Alive, Mad, Bad, and Dangerous to Know. The Essential Leonard Cohen 2-CD set. We got Guster, Keep It Together. Got a single here from U2, Window in the Skies. One here from Oletta Adams, Circle of One. This looks like maybe a private press of some kind. It just had an interesting look to it, so I thought I'd try it for a dime. The Suitcase Junket, Sever and Lift. Not familiar with them at all, but thought I'd give that a shot, see what it's all about. Everclear, Songs from an American Movie. Nico Case, Fox Confessor Brings the Flood. Eddie Cleanhead Vincent, Jammin' the Blues. I got Royal 7, Here for the Fire. No. Here for Something. Oh, I thought I had Here for the Fire. Here for Something. Kylie, Coming to My World DVD single. And a Super Jewel case. Peter Bruntnell, Ends of the Earth. And a lot of these are just blind buys for a dime. How can you go wrong? Here's a compilation from Fat Records, Fat Music Volume 2, I think it is. Yeah, or Fat Music Volume 6. So a bunch of bands from Fat Records. Jeff Lorber, West Side Stories. Good fusion jazz there. I got Gem, Finally Woken. John Mayer's Continuum. I do like John Mayer. We got John Sebastian, the Reprise recordings, a 3-disc set of John Sebastian stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. Get into some John Sebastian. We got Nadine with Downtown Saturday. This one's going to be a tough one to pronounce. Rokia Traore with Chamancha. Very difficult one to pronounce, but had a good look to it, so I thought, what the heck, we're going to give it a try. We got Porno for Pyros, Good God's Urge. M People with Elegant Slumming. Another one here from Guster. This is Guster on Ice, live from Portland, Maine. We got Bono and Gavin Friday, In the Name of the Father. It's on a gold disc. Interesting single there. This was a kind of an interesting compilation. What About Finland? A bunch of Finnish artists. First disc is New Jazz and Electronica. The second disc is Pop Rock. And the third disc is Metal and Hard Rock. So a lot of different genres of Finnish artists. So that'll be a fun little compilation to dig into. Got a twofer for the Kingston Trio here. They're self-titled, and then From the Hungry Eye album. 2 albums I did have on vinyl. I've mentioned before, I recently sort of sized down my Kingston Trio collection to only a few LPs, so picking them up on CD when I can. Got a EP/single for REM's Drive. Got some, the single and then some bonus tracks on there, non-LP tracks kind of thing, I'm guessing. I got Train with Drops of Jupiter. Very common one, but for 10 cents, I thought, yeah, I'll go ahead and give it a listen, maybe at some point. We got Alison Krauss, Windy City. It's a fun one, a little bit of bluegrass there. This is Wendell Patrick with Sound. Had a pretty neat look to it. Maybe kind of a electronic artist or DJ or something like that. The Mars Volta with Deloused in the Comatorium. We got Kings of Convenience, Riot in an Empty Street. A compilation here of Brazilian hip-hop. So I thought that would be cool. Listen to, discover some Brazilian hip-hop artists. This one also is pretty cool. Ramblin' Jack Elliott, I Stand Alone. I've never listened to a Ramblin' Jack Elliott before, so I thought, yeah, we'll go ahead and give that a shot. I got Heather Waters with Propeller. We got Sheryl Crow with Come On, Come On. And then I got a box set here by a band called The Wedding Present. This is titled Registry. It has 4 albums. It has George Best, Tommy, Minnie, and Saturnalia. So the four albums that it comes with. So yeah, not familiar with The Wedding Present, but I thought, might as well start off with a box set if you can for 10 cents. Sure thing. Next up, got some Go-Go Bordello with Super Taranta. It's kind of a wild looking group here. No, don't know anything about that. Thought I'd give it a shot. I got Peter Gabriel with Up. Got the Pernice Brothers, Overcome by Happiness. I've got Spiders with Space. The Best of the Missing Persons. I got Patty Griffin, 1000 Kisses. This is a Florida folk artist, Dale Kreider, with Water Songs and Waterways. So yeah, Florida folk artists. Seen them at the Florida Folk Festival before, and yeah, I'd like to have a copy of that. Jenny Lewis and the Watson Twins with Rabbit Fur Coat. This is a complete blind buy, but had an interesting look to it. This is a group called Ellipsis with But a Breath is the title of it. Yeah, just like the cover art, so I thought I would give it a shot. Another U2 single here, Mofo Remixes. This one's from Q Magazine, Best of 2003, so a nice compilation of stuff from 2003. It's got Kings of Leon, Mars Volta, Ryan Adams, Johnny Cash, Outkast, David Bowie, Jane's Addiction, Stereophonics, Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. A bunch of great artists on here, so that'll be a fun one to dive into at some point. I think the group is titled Look What I Did, and it's Minuteman for the Moment is the title. Yeah, kind of a blind buy there, not sure, just looked interesting. Ben Harper with Charlie Musselwhite, Get On Up on the Stax label. That'll be a fun one. Thomas Dolby's Golden Age of Wireless. Do have that on vinyl, but wanted to have the CD as well. Loudon Wainwright III with Recovery. Got a group here called Kentucky, and it's called At the Club. No idea. Give it a try. This one was a cool find. I recently listened to, I believe it was the self-titled. I don't remember what the title of it was, but Suede, the London Suede. This is Dogman Star. So I listened to another one of their albums and really, really liked it and got what people were talking about, because I've seen people in the vinyl community talk about this group before, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. So been keeping my eye out for more, and I was glad to find this one at the 10-cent sale. That was pretty cool. We got James with Laid. We got Aerosmith, The Other Side, CD single. Got a 2 CD, I think this is a live set, Gomez Out West. I've heard some Gomez before and liked them, so thought I'd check that live album from them. Also, another dual disc. This one happens to be sealed, and I actually saw this on Saturday, and I said, well, if it's there on 10-cent day, I'll pick it up. I do already have a copy of this. This is the 5 Browns. I think it's just their self-titled one, but it's on dual disc, and I like to have sealed dual discs. So I do pick those up when I find them, and surprisingly enough, you do find them on occasion. Here's one from Blitzen Trapper, Destroyer of the Void. Listened to some Blitzen Trapper before and really liked them, but I hadn't heard this one before, so thought that was a cool find. Pretty cool gatefold on this one. Found some glam metal type stuff here. We got Jet Boy with the Glam Years. And LA Guns, self-titled. Got one here, another blind buy. Kurt Elling, Secrets Are the Best Stories. No idea. I like the blind buys. What can I say? Widespread Panic, Bombs and Butterflies. I like the cover art on that one. I've heard of Widespread Panic, but I hadn't listened to them too much. I believe this is on 4AD. Yes, it is. This is Heidi Berry with Love, the 4AD label. So I'm not going to pass up on something on 4AD just to give it a shot. Tend to be pretty good. I got one here from the Wood Brothers, Ways Not to Lose. Like it could be maybe some rockabilly type stuff, not sure. Aberfeldy with Young Forever. It's kind of an odd cover. Give that one a shot. This was another cool find. Another one where I've heard an album from this artist before and really enjoyed it and kind of had my eye out for more. And that's Damien Rice, and this is Damien Rice 9. So I was really glad to pick this one up. Next up, Jonathan Rice with Trouble Is Real. Dishwalla, Pet Your Friends. And to the last 5 here, looks like Bad Company, 10 from 6. Melissa Etheridge, Afterglow. Walter Parks, self-titled. The Exploding Boy, the Black Album. I almost bought this on the first day because it just had a cool look to it, but I'm glad it was still there on 10-cent day on Vagrant Records. And last but not least, The Fix, One Thing Leads to Another, the Greatest Hits album. Yeah, really cool. I do like The Fix, and that was a cool find. So that does it for my finds from the Friends of the Library sale, the last day, 10-cent day. Hope you enjoyed my finds. Leave me some comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Treat yourself to lots of great music, and we'll see you again real soon. Cheers.